We are late in the calendar year. That's a good time to be south, and that's where we are. The weather just perfect right now here tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Right to the air. Here's Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To throw is Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Bucs at 9-4 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here is 3rd and 5. Murray going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Here's Murray. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dante Thornton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
19 right. Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 tight in.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. What a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Cut 19. Dragon 60. Cowboy 80.
They're going to try and throw. He'll try to do it himself. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced incompletion on first down.
To throw, it's Murray. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Shotgun now for Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Dante Thornton with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, set. 19, 7 virus, 7.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Nick Herbig. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
First down, Falcons.
Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Wood. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
19 right, come 19.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mason Taylor, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Here's Murray. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down and goal to go.
Murray now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third and goal.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Arian Smith, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen McMillan, 50 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat. But if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Got his man, it's Warren. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. Look at the big fella go.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Dante Thornton
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Falcons 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second and 13. Under pressure, they got him again. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
He finds his man complete. That's Warren. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
18, 5 in. Trap 50, trap 70 Rangers, 70 Warriors, 70.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers.
And that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Chandler counting 0 for the Buccaneer field goal.
The kick by Lutz is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
first half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Warren, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Murray now going to do it himself. Airing it out deep for Smith. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Inside handoff, Henry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
This is Smith with a grab. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Let's go. 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Anderson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw is Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards.
And he hauls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
38.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
19, Charger, Mustang 19. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. Again, he'll drop the throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jalen Warren with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
27-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Second and 10.
19, 18, 10, 19, 18.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert